That my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2, 3 drinks, that's work. You should throw it out and come.
Call me when you need. Sicker than your average. Sicker than your average. Call me when you want. Call me when you need. Call me in the morning. I'll be on the way. Sicker than your average. Sicker than your average. Fuck with me tonight.
Bring it.
The table all I see is sweet and white.
Turn it.
But you living the life, but nigga, you ain't living right. Cocaine and drinking with your friends. You live in the dark, boy, I cannot pretend. I'm not faced, only innocent. If you've been in your garden, you know that you can. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Like,
this my shit.
call me in the morning, I'll be on the way.
This my shit.
Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Like, nigga, you ain't living right.
Baby, I like your style.
Grips on your waist, front way, back way. You know that I don't play. Streets not safe, but I never run away, even when I'm away. OT, OT, there's never much love when you go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray. That's why I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me.
Bring it, babe, touch it.
One more time before I go.
Bring it, babe, touch it. I like your style. Bring it, babe, touch it.
One more time before I go.
Bring it, babe.
Hold on. Are we good? There we go. Good morning, traders. What is going on? What's happening? And happy Money Monday. Woo! I'm excited. I'm fired up. How about you guys? You guys fired up? Are you guys excited for this amazing Money Monday? Like TikTok mom said, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelt because Alpha is taking off, baby. Going to the moon today. We're going to the moon. No, I'm kidding. We're not going to the moon. No moon talk in here. No moon talk. We can moonwalk. But we can't moon talk. All right? But once again, team, good morning and happy Monday. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend, a fun weekend, and I hope you guys are just fired up and motivated and ready to go for an awesome day, right? It's a brand new day. It's a brand new week full of brand new opportunities, and I'm so excited to work with you guys, and I'm so excited to help you take your trading to the next level and see you guys make some big time profits in the stock market. So again, it is November 8th, 2021, 8:57 in the morning. Got a couple different things we're going to do today. We're going to dive into our watch list, get you guys prepared, and we're all set ready to rock and roll. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we get going, hit me with a good morning inside the chat and hit me with a good morning over on YouTube. And also, YouTubers, where are you guys tuning in from? Where are you guys even coming from? You coming from TikTok? Well, I'm sure 100% of you guys are coming from TikTok. What's up, Alan? Good morning, Robert. Good morning, Anthony, Mike, Jeff, Ed. Ed's over on YouTube as well, supporting the free stream. I love it. Mr. Mike, Jim, what's up? What's going on? Good morning. Got Michigan in the house from Connor, North Virginia. Connor from TikTok as well. Yo, B Moose, good morning. Yes, TikTok mom, sunny but cool Florida. It is sunny, but it is like 60 degrees and I love it. Chris, good morning. Kits King, Yared, what time is it here? Hey guys, it's 9 o'clock. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Yeah, we had daylight savings, but nothing's changed. It's still the same time. We just got a nice extra hour of sleep yesterday. Nice little extra hour of sleep there. Oh, and sorry guys, you probably were hearing the ding, ding, ding from my desktop audio. I forgot to shut that back off. So we're good now. You don't hear the echo. Yes, it's absolutely beautiful. But anyway, guys, good morning once again. Happy Money Monday. It is November 8th, 2021, 9 o'clock in the morning, and we're all set, ready to rock and roll. Before we actually dive into our watch list, let's go ahead. If I can grab this, because there we go. I got to take my TV down off the wall up there. So, Monday, October 8th through Friday, October 12th, our weekly schedule. I want to start getting you guys prepared as far as our plans, what we have going on for the week, so you can make sure you're here during these set times as well. Moving forward, we're going to have a lot more guest speakers coming in and speaking. We're going to have different mentors coming in and providing education, especially with the new platform as well. So there are going to be things that are changing. We're going to have a lot of new faces, but a lot of very smart, educated individuals coming inside a chat to educate you guys on their skill set, the markets that they trade in, what they do, and how it works for them. So again, gonna start introducing our weekly schedules ahead of time, just so you guys know exactly the dates and the times that we have some of more of these big events coming up, and also our lessons as well, as far as when you can expect what types of lessons. So again, if you come in for the lessons and you're like, you know what, I can't short stocks, I don't really need to be here today for the shorting lesson, but hey, Thursday, that's a good lesson. I want to be there for Thursday. So again, we're going to start doing our weekly schedule. So today, Monday the 8th, did I say October? Yeah, I meant November, guys. Yeah, you guys, come on. You already know. If I say October, I mean November. If I say 1, I mean 2, right? If I say yes, I mean no. It's dyslexia. I'm really, really bad. It's not, I don't even know if you classify that as dyslexia. I think that's just called stupidity, right? I was trying to use dyslexia to make everything, make me feel better. I think that's just called stupidity, right? I think this is called 12 o'clock at night, doing this, building a lesson, and having to wake up at 5 a.m. That's what I call it. J-Dub, I'm canceling our next one-on-one. So again, Monday, November 8th to Friday, November 12th. There's a lot on my mind. Yes, there is. You guys know I have a billion things going on. The platform, again. So it happens. It happens. And then my wife's grandfather passed away this weekend as well. So they're gone in Jersey. She had an event yesterday that I helped organize and set up and was there to support her. It's just been a really crazy, hectic weekend, right? And then especially with her grandfather passing, she's in Jersey. Well, she's on her way to Jersey. They in South Carolina. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'll let her know. They saw it coming. It wasn't as hard as it was with their grandma, but it was still pretty tough. So it's just been a crazy weekend, guys. A crazy weekend. But again, we're here ready to rock, ready to have some fun. Okay, so November, right? No excuses. November 8th, November 12th, the schedule. Today, obviously, line commentary begins at 9 a.m. Today's lesson is going to be on how to short stocks between 11 and 11:30. Our lesson Q&A is from 11:30 to 12. Lunch from 12 to 2:30. And then we come back between 2:30 and 4 for Power Hour Trading. Tomorrow, the 9th, again, live commentary starting every single morning, right around 9 o'clock. Tomorrow, we really don't have a lesson. We have a live interview with the man, the myth, the legend, the OG, the TikTok man. We got Mr. Kenneth Suna. Trade, invest, simplify. Tomorrow, between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. And then hopefully, depending on time, right? Depending on time, hopefully we can get him to stick around for another 30 minutes for a nice live Q&A session between 12 and 12:30. And then we dive into our lunch and the end of our trading day as well, because Tuesdays, we typically do not do Power Hour commentary. So it's never set in stone on Tuesdays. Every now and then, if it's popping and the market's hot and I am done with my to-dos behind the scenes for you guys, I will be here for commentary on Tuesdays, on Thursdays, and Fridays. But the way the schedule is set and the way the schedule has been set for months is Mondays and Wednesdays are the full trading days, even in the afternoons. So again, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, typically it's only if the market's hot and if I have the availability to be here as well. So that's what's going on Tuesday. Wednesday, our lesson is going to be the top 3 long strategies that I have. I want to introduce those to you guys, followed by our Q&A. Lunch at the same time in Power Hour Trading between 2:30 and 4. Thursday, the 11th, we're going to talk about my top 3 shorting strategies, which is going to bleed very nicely into today's How to Short Stocks lesson, followed by a Q&A, lunch, and then end of day. And then Friday, we are going to start doing, instead of lessons, an hour-long Q&A session to end our week. It could be a Q&A about anything, stocks for the next week, getting prepared for the next week, right? Lesson recommendations for the next week as well. So we're going to take some time on Fridays, 11 to 1, 11 to 12, does not matter, to make sure we're getting you guys taken care of, to go ahead and recap and wrap up our week, and also get some preparation for the week that's coming on up. And then, obviously, it's end of the day. Enjoy your weekend. But today, guys, we are doing our lesson at 11 to 11:30 on how to short stocks. So make sure you're here. Make sure you're here for the Q&A as well. It's going to be a fun lesson, a very educational, value-packed lesson as well on how to short stocks, guys. Okay? So, with that being said, that is our daily schedule. That is our weekly schedule. Now, we can go ahead and dive into our watch list. Appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. So we should maybe think of some questions to ask him. Yes, and that's what we're going to do today as well. That was not on here, but today during our Q&A, I want to get with you guys and look at the top questions that you have for Kenneth, right? The top questions, and make sure that I can get with him this evening, talk to him, and make sure we're prepared to get those questions answered. So yes, if you have any questions that you have for Kenneth tomorrow, we're going to be talking about investing, right? Talking about fundamental analysis, investing, how to invest, how he invests, his story, how long he's been trading stocks and investing in stocks. And this should be a very fun session tomorrow. So this afternoon, I'll get your questions, get them written down, and we'll have some fun with it, okay? But before we run out of time, right? Before we run out of time, let's talk about what we're doing today. All right, let's talk about what we're doing today. Let's make this very, very simple so you understand my mindset. We'll break down the stocks within each little module, each little section, right? And then we'll talk about the stocks that we're watching right out of the gate and the technicals to get you guys prepared. Does that sound good? I think it sounds phenomenal because I have like 30 to 40 stocks that I could talk to you guys about. I think that's going to overwhelm you. All right, so number one, Biden's new infrastructure bill, 500,000 charging stations, right? Everything that was talked about and what's being done a part of this infrastructure bill. Stocks that we need to watch today are going to be EV related stocks, electric vehicle related stocks, right? Write these down, add them to your watch list, or create a brand new watch list titled EV related stocks. Not only are we going to see some great opportunity today, but maybe the rest of this week, the rest of this month, and the coming months, as well as, again, specifically related to the EV sector and the infrastructure bill. I'm pretty sure it said right around 500,000 new charging stations, right? And that's really going to help a lot of these, EV related stocks, like BLNK, CHPT, right? And then we'll just see some of that sector sympathy as well. So create yourself an EV related watch list. These are stocks, EV related stocks, that we definitely need to keep on watch today for those reasonings that we just talked about, the infrastructure bill. All right, you're going to be wanting to watch stocks like CHPT. All right, CHPT. You're going to be watching stocks like BLNK. Right, you're going to be wanting to watch stocks like FCEL. Right, LCID, NIO. You also want to be watching stocks like EVGO. Well, this morning, they actually have a press release as well. So now, not only do we have some movements in the sector based on the infrastructure bill, we also have some news on a stock like EVGO. And they were awarded a grant funding by the state of Pennsylvania to expand the availability of DC fast charging stations. So now it's a double whammy, right? It's a double whammy. Infrastructure bill, EV stocks already doing good. Double whammy. We got some news this morning on EVGO. So EVGO is definitely a top stock we need to watch. PPSI as well. Another double whammy, right? The infrastructure bill, these stocks are doing well. And then boom, right at 8 o'clock, Pioneer Power launches eBoost, smart, mobile, EV charging solutions. So we definitely want to be watching PPSI. Today, one of the top stocks we should be focused on. This stock is absolutely taking on off from 325 all the way to 650. And we know why this stock is taking on off. And I like this stock a lot, guys. It's one of the lowest float stocks on the leaderboard. And it's our number one gapper as well. Gapping up 85%, trading 20 million shares. On average, it trades 200,000. It's a low float stock coming in at 4 million. This stock can rip and run, and we can see that it's already ripping and running. Right now, support's back down at 524. 524 is the best level of support. We have okay support right here around $6. We have room to 660. We have room to $7. And then we have so much room to the upside, guys. We could easily see $8.75 and then $10 here on PPSI, right? So PPSI is going to be one of the top 3 stocks I'm watching out of the gate, right? Doesn't matter if it's an option play, doesn't matter. One of the top 3 stocks I'm watching out of the gate is going to be PPSI, right? We know our levels, we know why it's moving. It's on your watch list. You guys are ready to go, ready to rock. Support right now, I like back down at that 524. However, you have $6 light support here on PPSI. So if $6 holds, boom, you can see it at 660, 7, 875, and then $10 on PPSI. So those are the top EV related stocks. I'll list them off again, right? CHPT, BLNK, FCEL, LCID, NIO. And NIO has earnings tonight, or not tonight, I do apologize. Not tonight, tomorrow after the close, NIO. So not only do we have earnings on NIO, so we can see some anticipation buying into earnings. We also have everything else that we just talked about. And then stocks that have fresh news today that are also a part of the whole EV sector, right? EVGO and PPSI. What are some other stocks that we should be watching as well based on the infrastructure bill? Thanks to Corey bringing this to my attention because I was so focused on EV stocks and crypto-related stocks and earnings. Steel, right? Steel as well. Some like the material sector. So steel, you got CLF gapping up this morning. You have STLD gapping up big this morning as well. And then you have ticker X that is gapping up as well. So steel stocks that could definitely move, and they are moving, right? They're gapping up in pre-market based on Biden's new infrastructure bill as well. So steel stocks, right? The material sector. And then we have the EV related stocks that we just talked about. Okay. Moving on. Ethereum, right? Ethereum hitting new all-time highs, right? What is that now? 47K on Ethereum. Bitcoin primed and ready, right, for an all-time high as well. Let's go look at Ethereum, ETH. I know ETH is in this like really tight channel right now. This really tight rising channel, right? You can see that if you just throw some trend lines, really tight rising channel, but we just hit a new all-time high. Bitcoin, I said last Wednesday, I was like, within the next 24 to 48 hours, I think Bitcoin is going to hit a new all-time high, right? I wasn't correct, but boom, within another 3 days, it looks like we're getting ready. Oh, this is the market cap. I'm sorry, guys. That's the market cap. We don't want to look at the market cap. We want Bitcoin USD. We don't want the market cap. We want, boom, just USD. Very, very close, right? Very close. All-time high was just briefly over 67. Right now, we hit a high a little over 66,000. The volume's moving in. If we see Bitcoin hit a new all-time high today, that may create more hype around some of these crypto-related stocks. Okay, so the fact that we have Ethereum, new all-time highs. We got Bitcoin primed and ready for a new all-time high, and I'm still convinced we're going to see a nice little end-of-year bull run. 2-4 weeks, we're going to see some nice movement here. So our cryptos are going to be doing very, very nice. Some of these crypto-related stocks that we've been holding options in for the past couple of months are going to be doing nice. And then maybe we have some good swing trades on some of these crypto-related stocks as well. Whenever you get a second, can you list some crypto-related stocks, making a watch list? I will be more than happy right now to go ahead and take a beautiful picture of my crypto-related watch list and going like this. Boom. You now have it inside the chat. So we all know the top three, guys. The top three, you got BITO, the ETF that tracks Bitcoin. MARA, one of the most popular crypto-related stocks, right? BITF, not BITF, I do apologize. Riot, RIOT. But there's a big list, guys. There is a very, very big list. I'm personally long on BITO calls. I'm personally long on BTBT calls. I am long on SOS calls, and I am long on BTCM calls, right? But there is the list for you. And these stocks, based on my analysis, have moved the most when crypto moves. So that's why I'm long on these. I'm long on BITO because if Bitcoin rallies 20, 30, 40%, boom, BITO tracks Bitcoin. So that's going to do really, really well. That's why I have calls on BITO. I'm not really in calls on MARA and RIOT because they move? Yes, but I think we have better movement on ones like BTBT. Right, BTBT earlier this year when crypto went on that big time move, went from $6 to 33. I have calls on that. ANY, I do not have calls in, but ANY is another crypto related stock. I have calls on SOS again early this year. SOS from around what, $2, $3 all the way to 16. BTCM from around $5 to 35. So again, a lot of these stocks that I'm currently in, right, for options, crypto-related stocks, is because based on the chart and based on the movement when crypto did well beginning this year. And if we see crypto do well into the year, like a lot of people are predicting, it's very, very anticipated that we see an end-of-the-year rally. These stocks, in my opinion, are going to be the ones that do the best. BTCM, full disclosure, I have calls. SOS, I have calls. BTBT, I have calls. And BITO, I have calls out until January. And I'm sitting pretty decently in the green on most of these as well. So if we don't see this very anticipated bull run, and we start to see Bitcoin cracking 50K, and we see Ethereum cracking 4K, and it's looking pretty weak, and it's like, you know what, we're not going to see this anticipated end of the year bull run, right? I have enough time on the contracts, I can get out for a break even or very small loss. I've been dollar cost averaging with the team, right? We've all been talking about this for months. We've all, I don't know all, but we should have been all dollar cost averaging in over the last few months. We're not buying right now, right? We've been averaging in over months and months and months. My cost basis on Bitcoin is 38, right? My cost basis on Ethereum is like 35. So if we start to see things topple over, fade, fall, we're not getting that bull run, and we're going to see that 60 to 80% correction sooner than later, I have some good breathing room, and I can go risk-free on everything, and you guys should be in positions as well to be risk-free on a lot of these crypto swing trades. I wouldn't call them investments yet, because again, I do think we see that 60 to 80% correction like we saw back in 2018 to where we have better buying opportunities for the next 2 to 3 years for those good investments. Right now, this is a short-term swing trade. We can be risk-free on these right now, just in case we do not see that rip and run that a lot of people think is going to happen with crypto. All right, so just make sure you have an exit strategy, right? Make sure you have a risk-free position locked in, right? Let's go risk-free right now, because we could start to see this market become very volatile to the upside, right? And even to the downside. So make sure you're ready to take profits. Make sure if we do not see this anticipated bull run that you're ready to go ahead and get out of these positions, or just be okay with holding these for another 3 to 4 years, right? Be okay with holding Bitcoin at 40K when you can buy it at 20 maybe. Be okay with holding Ethereum at 2,500, 3K when you can probably buy it back down into the low thousands, maybe even under 1,000, right? So you just have to be prepared. Again, preparation, preparation, preparation. Someone had a great term. Someone said something great last week inside the chat. Something about preparation. I loved it. So if you guys know who that is, or if you said it, go ahead and type it back in the chat. All right. So crypto-related stocks. That's the reason why we want to watch some of these crypto-related stocks, guys, because we do have Ethereum breaking the new all-time highs. Bitcoin looking like it's going to break a new all-time highs. If we see this rip and run with the crypto market, not only are we going to do really good with our crypto positions, not only are we going to be doing good with some of these option positions, right? Some of these calls going out until January, we may have some decent swing trades as well. We might be able to swing trade for the next 2-3 weeks some of these crypto-related stocks with actual physical shares. It was Placid, so Placid needs to step up. The 6 Ps. Yes, it was the 6 Ps. We said it was Placid Puppies, the 6 PPs. PPs, 6 Ps. That's what it was. PPs, 6 Ps. So we need Placid to type that back up. But that's why we should be watching some of these crypto-related stocks, guys. All right? Does that make sense? Why we're watching EV-related stocks and which ones? Why we're watching steel stocks and which ones? Why we're watching crypto-related stocks and which ones we're watching, right? There's definitely a lot of stuff going on in the market. There's a lot of stocks that we could sit here and talk about. But I want to break it down into like these little sectors, right? You got your crypto-related stocks, you got your EV-related stocks, you have your steel stocks, right? Now let's talk about earnings, right? We have some earnings as well. We have PayPal earnings tonight, right? There's definitely not a lot of hype around PayPal. Square didn't have the best earnings, right? Square did not have the best earnings. PayPal, right after Square earnings. The other thing too is I was listening to the Kramer Friday night. I don't know when it was, but just really talking about PayPal and how he's just not super optimistic. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, yada, 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 yada. No one's super confident with PayPal and their earnings, and we already saw Square and their earnings. So with that being said, I wouldn't be too crazy about thinking long PayPal after earnings. I think we'll see this crack that 220 support. We'll probably see it back down to maybe like the 180s very, very soon on PayPal, and that's where I would think about getting a nice little position there. So PayPal earnings tonight. AMC earnings tonight. What do you want me to say about AMC? Like, what do you want me to say about it? They're in debt. I don't know if their revenue is going to be all that great. Are people really still going to the movies? I know they're being innovative. They're trying to do new things. They're trying to scale. They're trying to grow. They're not stagnant. They don't seem like they're dying, right? But are the earnings going to be that good? I don't know, right? I personally wouldn't think, anything of earnings for AMC. I wouldn't be too interested, right? I'd be more looking at like the PayPal earnings, right? What are some other earnings we have coming up this week? That's really what take my focus. Maybe like Roblox, maybe SDC, maybe Lemonade, Coinbase, Neo, Upstart, SoFi has earnings, Disney on Wednesday, Blink on Thursday, right? That's where my focus would be, not really AMC, but why would my focus be on AMC? Because there is a cult-like following on AMC. Let's just call it how it is. Elon Musk, Tesla, cult-like following. Anything that has to do with Elon Musk, Tesla moves. It's just the same thing with AMC. You just have all of these people, all these traders still convinced that AMC is going to squeeze like Volkswagen and Porsche back in 08, 07. Guys, if that was going to happen, it would have happened. We already saw a short squeeze. The stock went from 10 to 72. That was a massive short squeeze. Within a week's time frame, a week and a half, it already ran $70 to the upside, $60 to the upside. It's safe to say the short squeeze has already taken place. It's happened. But there are still so many traders out there convinced that the short squeeze isn't over. And that alone, we may see some hype after earnings, regardless of how the earnings are. If there's anything positive taken from the earnings, it's going to be hyped up. It's going to be flooding the internet. Oh, out of these 100 words, they take one good thing, right? And say, hey, great earnings on AMC. Oh, it's going to the moon. And then you're going to get everybody back hyped up with AMC. So for that, from that perspective, from the hype perspective, there are so many people still like super convinced AMC's not done, even if it's not good earnings, even if it's not what the street's expecting, they miss yada yada yada. We know they're in debt, but if someone's able to take one positive thing from this, right, and they're able to portray it in a way that makes these people think that there's still hope, you may see some more buying activity with AMC. So we have to keep AMC on watch, not only for tonight into tomorrow, but today we could see some nice volatility today leading up to earnings here on AMC. We also have Roblox earnings tonight, guys. Roblox earnings tonight. Definitely want to see how those are. Again, we could see some anticipation buying and or selling into earnings. There may be some volatility for us to take advantage and profit. And then we have SDC. Now, I honestly like SDC the most when we're talking like earnings. PayPal, I'm not too crazy about. I already know how Square was, right? AMC, I'm not too crazy about, right? You know why. Roblox, I'm like 50-50, but SDC, why do you guys think I would be more interested in SDC earnings versus anything else? Right? Versus anything else. Just a month ago, right? Listed as one of the top short squeeze stocks with a short interest of like 40%. There is still hype circulating around SDC to be the next potential short squeeze. What do you see on SDC? Sideways movement, right? Have we ever really seen that potential short squeeze yet? No. So there's still hype, some underlying hype around SDC. Not saying it's going to go to the moon. I'm not saying it's going to squeeze. I'm not saying we're going to see a short squeeze. What I'm saying is there's still some underlying hype around SDC. I'd be curious to see how their earnings are. And if their earnings are decent, their earnings are good, and we see some movement tonight, right, to the upside, I guarantee we start to see people talking about SDC again, and we see some nice action this week because there's still that hype around it. Short squeeze, short squeeze, short squeeze, right? So, not saying I'm going to swing this through earnings. All I'm saying is if we have good earnings and we see, a good reaction to these earnings, we could definitely not just see a reaction tonight, tomorrow, but for this week as more traders start to say, hey, SDC and a short squeeze, baby. Let's go. It's going to the moon. TikTok, it's going to the moon. SDC, good earnings. Let's start squeezing the short. I envision that happening. And when that happens, we start to see stocks move because of the hype. So let's get prepared. And if we start to see that initial hype, let's take advantage of the opportunity before the hype is over. That's the market that we're in now, guys. The market's changed a lot in the last year. The market's changed a lot in the last 7 years that I've been here, right? The way that I used to trade, the way the markets used to move, the cycles, the market conditions, it's a lot different now because you have more retail traders in this market, more traders putting their money into assets versus liabilities, right? So the markets don't move the way they used to move. And I even see a difference with penny stocks to this day versus a year ago, 2 years ago. And that is because of the abundance of newer traders in the market and how much money is coming in and coming out. It is crazy. It's a different market. It's a different world, and we have to adapt. And right now, it's the hype show. It's the stocks that have hype. If there's hype, we play the hype until the hype's gone. We start to see the hype trickling somewhere else. We play the hype. It gets popped up, right? Like BBIG, right? We took ATER for the hype. Before the hype even started blowing up, we already saw the hype starting to move into ATER. We took advantage of it. BBIG started to see that initial hype a little bit. Boom, it blew up, right? That's how we have to play this. Social media, the hype, what's the word in the town, right? What's circulating out there? That's where we need to be and be able to take advantage of the hype before the hype fades. So again, SDC, my reasoning for watching this, I think we could see decent earnings. I'm not saying we could see decent earnings, but if we see decent earnings and we see a nice reaction, I could see more hype moving into SDC, short squeeze talk again, have some nice action over the next few days, and we can definitely be ready and prepared ahead of time to go ahead and take advantage of that opportunity, right? So, top stocks that I'm watching right out of the gate. Obviously, it's going to be PPSI. PPSI, support back down at 524. EVGO, again, another EV-related stock. EVGO right now, trying to break above the 200-day moving average. I'd like to see if we can. We definitely have some room to fill that gap up towards around 1354. Support right now on EVGO, back down towards around 1167. EVGO. I mean, there's a lot going on today, guys. So just be smart, right? That's it. Just be smart. There's a lot going on. Before the bell rings, I do apologize. We had a lot to talk about, guys. We should have got started at 8:30. Last one that I want to talk about is going to be BIGC. This is my favorite back burner play, right? This is my favorite back burner sleeper play. Breaking over Friday's highs, I will take this long to 62.74. I will take it long to 62.74. If we cannot break over Friday's highs, I will short this back down to 55 and then 56, okay? One of my favorite back burner sleeper plays, and it's all technicals. If we break Friday's highs, that's also the 200-day moving average. I think we see this pop up probably about 3 points, $3 to the upside. If we fail to break the 200-day, and we're going to get a little bit of a red day, a little bit of a pullback, I think we have room down to 55, 56 for a nice short, maybe 2 to 3 points as well. So BIGC is my number one back burner sleeper play pick. CHPT, I do like CHPT above $27 charge point. And then I also like EVGO above 1210, room to 1354. This one has a lot of great potential. And then the number one stock that we're going to be watching right out of the gate, team, is going to be PPSI. For at least the first 5 to 10 minutes, PPSI, trying to get a feel for it. Where is it going? How's it moving? And then we'll start looking at other stocks that have some good potential as well. 6 seconds to go. I hope you guys are prepared. I hope you guys are fired up because the market is open. Let's have an awesome day, team. Let's have some fun. And let's have a profitable day. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Let me get those the layout loaded back up. My layout dropped there on trade ideas. What's going on? And we're loading. And as you guys can see, I am 0 trades on the day. I have no trades on the day. Nothing that I've liked, nothing that I wanted to get involved with. So 0 trades on the day so far, guys. All right, right now I'm not in anything. I'm not looking to buy anything. I'm looking to sit back and relax to see how PPSI moves. Maybe BIGC, right? BIGC, long or short. There's definitely opportunity with BIGC. CHPT maybe above 27, and then we got EVGO over pre-market highs of 12.24. This one has some nice room up towards around 13.54. So right now, PPSI supports back down at 525, guys. Supports back down right around that 525. I mean, you may see little bounces off like that little hiccup area, the VWAP, but looking at better support, it's coming from the daily chart, and it actually is great resistance from pre-market. So I'm really liking that 525-ish level. I'm really liking that 525-ish level here on PPSI. DC or DSCA and DSCAW. One is the stock, one is warrants. One is warrants. Support on PPSI. I like it back down at 525, guys. I'm not crazy about jumping on this right out of the gate. Look at that quick pop. A little bit of a false move to the upside. Starting to get hurt right now on PPSI. Again, sit back and be patient. Sit back and be patient. So EVGO, nice pop out of the gate. Your new support is pre-market highs, guys. Your new support on EVGO is going to be your pre-market highs of 1223. As long as this stays above 1223, you can take it long. I mean, you have room to 1350, right? You have good news. It's an EV-related stock. This stock had a nice break. If this holds, EVGO above 1223, bullish to 13.5, right? Definitely has a lot of great potential to 13.5 above the pre-market highs of 1223. That's EVGO. How's PPSI looking? PPSI, again, 525. BIGC, I'm grabbing a small entry because we saw the rejection off Friday's highs. And I'm trying to grab this to the short side here on BIGC. My stops are over those highs. I think we could see a 58 crack and a nice little pullback here on BIGC to the short side. EVGO, again, above 1223, guys. Above 1223. This thing's a lot of great potential. Nice break. Decreasing volume pullback. Wait to see if it's actually going to stay above this level. Make sure it's actually going to stay above that level, guys, before jumping on in. Let's see if BIGC can crack 58 here. CHPT is pulling back pretty hard. EVGO, again, is like the #1 watch right now, guys. The #1 watch is on EVGO above that pre-market high of 1223. Just wait for PPSI back down towards around 524, guys. Just wait for PPSI back down towards around 524, right? Don't prematurely get in. If it rips, let it rip. Let it set back up. The last thing I want you guys doing is chasing this right here at 575, watching it pull back to 524, getting scared, cutting it, walking away, and then watching it move up for a nice gain, right? If it rips, let it rip. It'll set back up. But don't chase this. It has room to 524 for a nice dip buy opportunity, for a nice reversal. That is very good support here on PPSI. And again, we know EVGO with that support at that 1223, and that had a crazy nice bounce there, team. Very nice bounce there on EVGO right off that 1223. Nice stuff. If anybody grabbed that dip buy, you guys are crushing it right now. You guys are crushing a nice little 40, 50 cent bounce. Good job. Still be patient on PPSI. Still be patient there on PPSI, guys. AUTL, nothing really happening there. GOTU, nothing really happening there. And we know why there's really nothing happening there. The focus is on these EV-related stocks. I got to take these off. This is so hard. It just throws me off a little bit. All right. FCEL, same thing. Look for a dip buy off pre-market highs like you just did with EVGO. Stock broke over pre-market highs, pulled back, bounced, nice little 50-cent move. FCEL, breaking over pre-market highs, right around 969. You could look to be a buyer there for the next leg up. FCEL, next target here, guys, is going to be $10. We're looking at a $10 target next here on FCEL. Again, there's a lot going on, team. There's a lot going on. Find a stock that you like and take advantage of it, right? If you guys have any questions about any tickers, any stocks that are moving, Josh, what about this one? What about that one? Please let me know. I want to make sure that I'm tailoring this to you guys. I don't want to sit here and just give you analysis on 5, 10 different stocks that you have no interest in. So again, we know exactly what we're looking at and why we're looking at it. Yes, NIO is moving. Yes, LCID is moving. Yes, CLF is moving, but what stock has the best potential? What stock has the best opportunity? That's where you guys should put your focus, right? METX. Actually, we had Yared with BBIG first. BBIG announces a filing of Form 10 registration statement in connection with planned spinoff. It could definitely move. If you were really looking at this Yared, above 497, right? Above 497, this thing can definitely take on off back up to these highs of around 544. The low support that you have, right? Support 483. But now if we can break and stay above 497 to $5, you have room to 550. METX. METX has support back down off those pre-market lows of around 67 to 68 cents. If this breaks 74 on METX, you have a big window to 87. So I do like METX, right? I'm not trading it though. I don't want to take 30,000 shares. I just don't. So, again, right around 67 to 68 cents. 67 to 68 cents. Support, resistance is at 74 to 75. Breaking over that level of resistance, it has a lot of room to like 87, 88 cents, guys. As you know, I am short on BIGC, but if this one starts popping back above the VWAP here and not cracking 58 momentarily, I am going to have to exit the position here. I've actually added to it because I like the potential of a little bit of a crack. My cost basis is 58.25. Right now, my cost basis is 58.25 on 500 shares. I'm looking to see if we can get this crack below 58. Doesn't start cracking below that here momentarily, I'm going to walk away and look for a better entry to the short side. We do not start cracking 58 here, probably in just a few moments. I'm going to probably exit this position and look for a better entry because that one just popped up pretty strong. So that was a good time to get out. I took half my position off the table there right before it popped up to 58.75. The buyers are creeping up, and I'm going to go ahead and walk away from this because it may actually start breaking on out. So it may start breaking on out here a little bit. PPSI is now halted. All right, cool. We have something to work with now, right? Just got a little something to work with now here on PPSI. I liked the 524 support. It held above 558. So right now, halt strategy, baby. Maybe a little bit of a halt strategy. Oh, give me one sec. I need to close this down. Close, and I got to reboot it. All right, there we go. So right now, PPSI was halted at 938.32, and we're only about 11 minutes in. If you guys haven't taken a trade, you're not missing anything, right? PPSI was a little iffy because you were just under VWAP, right? You could have definitely sold on off. It happened to pop. It happened to push. Fantastic, right? Again, that wasn't an A-plus setup. Now we can sit back and identify a potential A-plus setup, and we can have some fun, right? PPSI, right now, this one will be live at 9:43:32. So we got about 2 minutes to go. EVGO had a nice little bounce there. This one's starting to move on back down. Support on EVGO right now. You have some light support right around like 1169 there on EVGO. AUTL can come off the watch list. GOTU can come off the watch list. I know you guys are watching METX. I still like the short here on BIGC. I really still like the short here on BIGC. So I'm gonna have to try and get back in this. Was it canceled? Oh, cancel that. The spreads kind of suck, though. I'm not going to lie. The spreads kind of stink here on BIGC, but I do like the short down to like 56 here. That was one of my top back burner sleeper plays. We'll be live here in a moment on PPSI, guys, so get ready to go. We'll be live here in a moment on PPSI. Right now, let's just take our focus over to PPSI. And PPSI right now, we have a gap up around 652. So right now, it looks like it's going to gap up like 7 cents. Like 7 cents. I don't get excited over a 7-cent gap up. I don't get excited over a 10-cent gap up. On a stock like this, 20 cents would be ideal. Right? 20 cents would be ideal for the gap up. You'll be live here in the next 10 seconds, guys. Right? 657, 656. So it looks like you get a little bit of a 10-cent gap up. You're going to be live, nice gap up. I think it's going to crack and fade and fall. Looks like it may crack that halt level. It was just looking a little iffy right there. Little iffy. I'd be a little careful right now with PPSI, guys. Last thing you want to do is get caught up in something that's going to start dumping and pulling back on down. Halt level to the downside right now is going to be $6. Breaking over 7, this thing has a lot of potential. This is my #1 watch right now, above 635. Above 635, if this can hold, and the next candle can open and break, I'm definitely looking to take this long for a quick little scalp, guys, here on PPSI. I'm not in right now, though, on PPSI. I think it's just a little too risky, but again, over 7, this thing's going to take on off, and right now, look at that. It's starting to get some great action. There's 7. Quick little pullback. Let's be patient here. Wait for a setup, right? Be patient. Wait for a setup. Right, breaking over 7. Guys, it has room to like 875 over 7. But you got a big wall of selling. Big wall of selling. And if you're in, definitely take some profits at 7. Right, definitely take some profits at 7. There's the $7 break. It's never a bad idea to lock in some profits at $7. Hey, Kenneth, what's up? We were just talking about you. Yo, what's up, man? Sorry, I didn't even see that you were here. I was too busy focused on chat and everybody over on YouTube. Yeah, PPSI right now, it's, over 7, 875, definitely has some good potential, and then 10, but look for the pullback first, guys. Look for the pullback back down to those pre-market highs of 635. Don't chase the breakout. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new week. We do not yet know what really those market conditions are going to be. Usually Mondays set the tone for the rest of the week, especially with penny stocks. So if we see a lot of false breakouts, right, and a lot of dumps, you can expect to see that, really just play out the rest of the week. You see a lot of stocks honoring the technicals, being strong, breaking out, ripping and running. That's going to kind of set the tone for the rest of the week. So right now, try not to be the guinea pig the first 16 minutes into the day. You're only 16 minutes in, right? Sometimes the best opportunity is at 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11, maybe 2:30, 3 in power hour. Try not to be the guinea pig right out of the gate on a Monday. Just sit back, get an idea of what the market conditions are, and prepare and plan around that. You're going to do 10 times better. Kids King, 875 is just a psychological penny stock level, right? So when I say the 875 rule, it only pertains to penny stocks. For some reason, 875 just loves to be just a weird level of resistance for penny stocks. And then when you break 875, boom, you know, 90% of the time, 80% of the time, you get a big rip right up to 10 bucks. But again, what was I saying this morning? You know, market conditions have kind of changed a little bit. The way the market moves, right? It's kind of different than it was a year ago, 2 years ago. So a lot of these rules and a lot of these technicals and things that used to be honored and validated consistently aren't really honored and validated consistently anymore. So we'll have to see, is the 875 rule still intact? Is that still something that we could utilize as an edge? You know, we'll have to see. Maybe PPSI will let us know. EVGO fading and falling. METX at support. METX is at support right now. If you guys like buying off support, easy stuff. Right now, METX is there. The only steel stock that's actually getting some really good hype to the upside. I mean, you got both. You got CLF up 8%. You got X up 8% as well. Nice gap up on BITO. You got BLNK and CHPT looking good. Right now, our focus needs to be here on PPSI, guys. Unless there's another stock you're looking at right now at this point in time, please let me know. But in my opinion, PPSI is the #1 stock that we should definitely be focused on right now. Support's still back down at 635. This thing's definitely fighting for the break over 702. EVGO right now kind of looks dead, right? EVGO looks done. EVGO has room to fall all the way down to like 1055. So another dollar to the downside here on EVGO. Not a fan of EVGO, right? Definitely not a fan of the way it's moving right now. But PPSI, this one's got some good potential, guys. This one has some good potential. We just got to wait for it to set up. Do you want to be a buyer at high a day and watch it pull back? Or do you want to just sit back and be patient and wait for the pullback and then get prepared, right? So right now, I'm not chasing this at the highs. Absolutely not. Not chasing this right now. Not chasing it right now. PPSI is the #1 stock that's moving. Obviously, METX, you guys are watching METX. You're right at support here on METX. And right now, look at that. It's starting to look a little iffy through that level of support. Again, we had 67 to 68 cent support. Let's see if this can actually hold on up. Right now, it's just looking a little iffy. PPSI, I got to wait for the pullback. Got to wait for the pullback. EVGO just had a big bounce. Big bounce. Watch for the continuation here, guys. EVGO, big bullish candle there. Watch for buyers to potentially continue to carry this to the upside. Good job, Casey. AUTL, I just took that off my watch list. I did take it off my watch list because I think there's better opportunity out there, in my opinion. But AUTL had news this morning. Their shares are trading higher after the company announced Blackstone Life Sciences will invest $250 million to the company. That's not bad, but out of the gate, it was fading and falling. And we had PPSI that was doing really nice right out of the gate. So, that's why my focus is here on PPSI. EV sector is doing really, really well. And we have some news. Pioneer Power launches eBoost Smart Mobile EV Charging Solutions. A little bit of what I call a double whammy. A little bit of a double whammy. Thoughts on EDU? It's $1 billion in float. It's barely going to move. Those are my thoughts. I saw EDU this morning. It's $1 billion in float. That stock is going to be very, very, very slow. Right now, we have an ascending triangle breakout formation on PPSI, but I'm not being the guinea pig. I'm not being the guinea pig. Why am I not being the guinea pig? That's why I'm not being the guinea pig. Imagine being the guinea pig trying to take that for the really clean ascending triangle. You're down 50 cents a share. You're down 50 cents a share. Do you want to put yourself in a position to be down 50 cents a share on 2,000 shares? Right? Do not be the guinea pig. Right? If you were the guinea pig, you would have taken that for a really nice ascending triangle breakout. It was beautiful. It was tempting. I even said, don't be the guinea pig. Look at that. Boom. It's getting hits. Looking for a dip buy at 635. That's what I'm looking for. A dip buy at 635, team. Right now, the halt level to the downside is 627. 635-ish dip buy opportunity here on PPSI. It's got to be fast and hard, right? The dip buys, they got to come down very quick, very hard, very fast. The slower and steadier it is, that's when we're looking for more of like a reversal. Right now, we're looking for a little bit of a dip buy. Again, 635 dip buy opportunity, guys. 635 dip buy opportunity on PPSI. I want to see this candle. It's not going to happen here, but the next candle come right down to that 635-ish level and get a nice bounce. That's where we had a really good floor of prior resistance, a nice ceiling right around that 635 here on PPSI. That's a level that I'm waiting for. And that's going to be a nice potential dip buy opportunity there on PPSI. See if I can get something going. See if I can make up that tiny little paper cut loss there on BIGC, which just broke Friday's high, so now I'm long on the pullback. And now I would definitely consider going long, right, on the pullback here, BIGC, as this one has room to 62.74. NEO. Keep this one on high watch, guys. Keep this one on high watch. It has a really nice little setup here. Looking to break over that 43.50, but you have resistance at 44, but it's still worth watching here on NIO, guys. Definitely worth watching there on NIO. And that's actually where I'm going to shift my attention to besides CHPT. I'm going to shift my attention over to NIO. They have earnings tomorrow. And right now it has a decent little intraday setup, looking to break 43.50, possibly get a nice little pop up towards around 44. So I never got my dip buy. It came down to 644 and it popped up about 20 cents, 10 cents. So there's your 20 cent bounce. I never got it. I was looking for it right down at 635. It came down to 643 and it bounced up that 20 cents that I would have been looking for. So AUTL is going for that nice big potential red to green move. Support's back down at 680. 725 resistance. But again, you just have all these prior highs that you're going to have to look to take profit, right? So like 740, 760, 768. There's just a lot of little, a lot of overhead resistance there. I think we have more opportunity here on PPSI with the right setup. With the right setup, I think we have really, really good opportunity here with PPSI. Again, over $7, guys. Look at this daily chart. All right, you don't really have a lot of room until technically you get up into like that $9 to $10 level, but from $7 all the way to $8.70, there's not a lot of resistance there. So that's why I really like PPSI, because again, looking at the daily chart, it shows that it has a lot of room to run. You're talking maybe over $1.50 potential here on PPSI. So I definitely think we should be watching this one. I missed my bounce; it didn't come down low enough. But again, I'm not going to chase it. I'm going to wait for the next best setup, the next best opportunity. Is there a pennant on LCID? No. I mean, if there is, it's very choppy. I guess you could see one. It's weird the way it's consolidating. To me, it looks kind of like it's just going to crack and fade and fall. In my opinion, just the leg up, the consolidation, it looks a little top heavy right now, Sam. To me, it looks a little top heavy. Looking at the RSI, the price action, it looks a little top heavy. Would I take it for a bull flag or a pennant trade or anything like that? Personally, no. But if you were going to, you'd have to put your stop underneath the consolidation low. Consolidation low is 45.50, and you'd be looking to take a little bit of profit there at the high, which is 46.77. So you're looking for maybe 70 cents to the upside, looking to risk 50 cents. Is it the best risk reward? No, but it's a flag, it's a pennant. If it squeezes and it breaks, it does have a great chance, 80% chance, that it's going to break over that 46.77. And looking at the daily chart, we have room to fill the gap up to 50. So yes, I think it's good risk reward now. I would look to lock in a little bit of profit at that high of 46.77 just in case it doesn't break out right away and rip. But stops have to go underneath that consolidation low. Stops, that's definitely where stops have to go if you're considering taking LCID for a bull flag trade. But it has room to fill the gap at 50. So, I mean, if you're looking at that being your main target, you're still talking $3 to the upside, right? Stops under consolidation low on the bull flags. That's how you have to run this one. That's how you have to trade this if you like it for the possible pennant. So you got AUTL, quick little red to green move here on AUTL up towards around that 760. But I still like PPSI better, guys. I still like PPSI better. I think this one has just a lot of great potential up to that 875, $10, guys. So I know AUTL is popping and moving, right? Let's keep it on watch. There's a lot of opportunity here, right? AUTL, let's throw it up here and keep this one on watch. Get a quick little pullback for a possible entry. But again, guys, PPSI has some good opportunity. Has some great potential. EVGO, that one looks dead, guys. I'm taking that one off watch. METX, I'm not too crazy about it, but for you guys, I'll keep it on watch. Right now, I'm just cleaning up this watch list because we had a lot of stocks that we were watching. We had a lot of stocks that we were watching today, guys. I'm just trying to clean up this watch list. So still nothing that I'm crazy about. The only trade that I had was on BIGC because BIGC looked like it was going to be a nice short. And, I wasn't liking the price action. I went ahead and got out. And right now, over the past 30 minutes, I really haven't seen anything else that I'm super in love with. right? That's the thing. It's not about the quantity of your trades. It's about the quality of your trades, right? I could have traded 10 times a day already if I wanted to, right? But where's the quality setup, right? I'm looking for those quality setups. And right now, you know, some of the setups have just been a little bit on the risky side, right? Like I missed my entry on PPSI. It's okay. I missed it. There'll be another setup. Haven't really seen anything great that I'm super in love with like METX. It doesn't seem like there's any like really good quality setup right now at this point in time. You know, AUTL was just risky in my opinion, right? Buying right at the open. That's just risky. It could have easily pulled back to 680, but it's ripping and running now, right? It's ripping and running now. So with that being said, you know, let's get us a decent little pullback here on AUTL because this one has a lot of volume. This one has a lot of activity. And if we can nail a little bit of a pullback here on AUTL, there's definitely some opportunity. This stock is easy to short as well, but I definitely wouldn't short against this momentum right now. So again, all we're doing is waiting for a good setup on PPSI. That's it. Something that's like, oh, hey, we have good odds here, right? And then AUTL, what's my saying? If a stock moves more than 50 cents without pulling back, do not touch it. Wait for the stock to pull back. Stocks will pull back, just so you guys know. Wait for that to happen, right? Wait for that to happen. So right now it is 10:03. 10:03. We actually have 82 people over on YouTube, 15 likes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now, I mean, there's a lot of opportunity in the market. There's like almost so much opportunity that it can seem overwhelming. You have PPSI moving. You have AUTL moving. You have the EV stocks, FCEL, LCID, NIO, all moving. We have other stocks with decent news, METX. We have some of these stocks with earnings, crypto-related stocks that are moving well today as well. There's a lot of opportunity in the market. There's so much going on. But what you have to do is try to just eliminate the distractions, eliminate the noise, and literally just focus on 2 to 3 stocks that you think have the best potential for the rest of the day. Do you think it's going to be AUTL? If so, put it on your watch list. Focus. Focus on this one stock. Do you think it's going to be NIO? If so, focus on that one stock. The last thing you want to do is have 30 stocks on your watch list and just have your head on a swivel all day. Pick 3 stocks that you think have the best potential. They have news. There's a credible reason for them to be moving. They're consistent, right? Like AUTL. And put your focus there and wait for an opportunity to make money. You don't need to look at every stock. You don't need to trade every stock. You can pick one stock, trade it over the duration of the day, make your money, and walk away. That's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, over on YouTube, enjoy the rest of your day. Be smart. Do not overcomplicate things. Do not overwhelm yourself. Be smart. Wait for the best opportunity. Focus on those 2 to 3 stocks that you think have the best opportunity. And I'll tell you which ones that I think have the best opportunity. Penny stocks, definitely AUTL, right? PPSI, absolutely. Right now, PPSI looks really, really nice for a break over $7, okay? Those are going to be my top 2 stocks that I'm watching for penny stocks. Anything else that's moving, I don't care. I really don't. I eliminate distractions. It's all about keeping your job easy, right? So any other stock, personally, if it was just me, myself, and I trading all by myself today, I'd be focused on those 2 penny stocks, right? And then out of all of the stocks that are moving, you know, EV related, I would honestly probably put my focus on FCEL because FCEL seems to be the most consistent today, okay? So that's exactly what I would be doing, team, is I'd be looking at FCEL as my number 1 EV-related stock, you know, just moving off the overall sector based on Biden's infrastructure bill. Penny stocks that actually have news, surprisingly, in regards to EV as well, PPSI and AUTL, top stocks. And then all the crypto-related stocks, I'm going to be dabbling with those and just kind of keeping those on watch as well, team. All right, so Steve, PXS, Mike, Chris, Todd, Nate, Joseph, Greg, everybody over on YouTube, Have an amazing rest of your Monday. Tomorrow is Free Stream Tuesday. We got a lot in store for you guys tomorrow for the free stream. We're bringing on my man Kenneth with Trade Invest Simplified to talk about investing. A little bit of a Q&A. Gonna have some fun with you guys. Drop some value bombs. I'm sure we'll be streaming live here on TikTok. We'll be streaming live on YouTube. We'll be live here inside of chat. It's gonna be a fun little event, fun little session with my man Kenneth, and I cannot wait. So tomorrow, Free Stream Tuesday. Come in with your questions. Come in with your notebook and your pen ready to go for an awesome day tomorrow, traders. So, that being said, trade smart, trade safe. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Remember, keep it easy. Keep it easy. Keep it simple. Sorry, I got distracted because I almost thought about taking a trade here on AUTL. A lot of momentum, pulling back. I'm not crazy about it, but I think it has potential, and I'm glad I didn't take it. So, be smart, be safe. Like Chris said, PPSI has too many bull traps. I don't trust it. I'm not saying it can't, but right now, we need to be patient with PPSI. A lot of bull traps. AUTL, decent setups, failing, right? Just be mindful of the market that you're in. Trade with the market, right? Be smart, be safe, enjoy the rest of your Monday, lock in some great profits, team, and I'll see you back here right around what? 8:30 tomorrow morning over on TikTok, and then here on YouTube right around 9 o'clock, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you guys need anything, hit me up anytime, josh@alphadaytrading.com. And so, ladies and gentlemen, inside of chat, it's you and me and you together, and I don't know the words. All right, so there goes PPSI, guys. There goes PPSI. Is it going to hold on up? Is it going to rip? Is it going to run? Is it a false breakout? Is it going to be a rug pull? What's going to happen? It's going, guys. It's going. AUTL, 735 pullback on AUTL. Definitely could see a nice little 735 pullback on AUTL. Definitely watching that level there. PPSI, now that it broke above, it's proven itself. I got to wait for the pullback. I'm still a pullback trader, guys. In this market, I'm not buying the breakout yet. Right now, I'm not buying the breakout. It broke out finally, right? After 1, 2, 3 failed attempts, it finally broke out. Want to make sure that it's going to hold the breakout. We're only still 38 minutes into the market, guys. There's still so much opportunity. You just got to sit back and be patient and wait for your opportunity. That's all. You got to sit back and be patient and wait for your opportunity.